you got to listen to my crap. I get a lot of questions on if you're taking the Series 6, this SIE, the 63, the 7, 66, 65, whatever you want to take, whatever you're taking, this channel will be the best resource for you to use. Now, the question I get all the time in these lives, and I'm trying to save some time so people don't have to hear the same thing over and over again. I love your questions, but this will help you. Is I'm taking the test tomorrow, next week, whatever. What do I do? I answer this all the time. Totally cool. We're good. But let's get into this a little bit. Now, if you're taking it tomorrow, get off. I love your views. Just get off. I don't need them that bad. I'd rather get some sleep. Go watch my quick and dirty on the video on the quick and dirty, and go from there. Get some sleep, get up, take this thing like a bad bitch, take it like a savage. Don't look back, beat the crap out of it. You have the confidence to beat this thing. Okay. Now, if you're taking it after tomorrow, say you're taking it in 2 days, no testing tomorrow. If you really need to and your boss makes you, then do short quizzes, nothing big, nothing that's going to rattle your brains. Just maybe shake the cobwebs off. Tomorrow should be if you're taking it anytime after tomorrow, the day before should always be adding knowledge. Watch videos, read chapters you're weak on, do little tiny quizzes, but you should be adding knowledge and done right around dinner time. Maybe if you're taking in the afternoon, maybe a little later, but really tomorrow's not a tax your brain stuff. It's really add stuff, go over acronyms. I have videos that cover last minute stuff, all that stuff. And now let's say you're taking it beyond 2 days from now. You want to take a final every morning, or try to match it to the time you're taking it on the test, right? Take a final every day, and then anything you score, review it in detail, wrong and right answers. You got to learn from the right ones. Make sure you got them right for the right reason and wrong for the wrong reason. Could be dumb mistakes, right? Or just lack of knowledge. Go back and then review it. Anything under 75 or under 70, you want to reread or watch a video on, and rinse, repeat. Don't tax yourself too much. Don't go crazy. Look, I'm not a fan of more than one test a day, but some firms require 2 or 3 a day. You got to do what you got to do. Okay. It's not going to hurt you. Just remember the third test of the day will almost always be a lot worse than your first two. I mean, your second one will drop. Third one, I mean, after 400 questions, 500 questions, you can't be at the same place. So don't stress yourself over that. Just the last one, kind of mail it in. But most of the time is getting used to just reviewing everything. Also, start getting a good night's sleep right away. You want to get in the habit. You don't want to be up till midnight every night, and then 3 days before the test start changing your pattern. No, I do that. If I'm up at 3 o'clock one night and I sleep late the next day to like 8 or so, or 9, because I'm old, I don't sleep late. I screw, and then I'm up till 3 o'clock every night. And even if I try to go to bed early, I'm staring at the ceiling. I got to put a notebook on, or I can't go to sleep. So start your pattern early. Now, remember, the night before should be relaxing. Go out to dinner. Do whatever you have to do to relax, whatever floats your boat. If it means being strapped up and whipped, I don't care. Whatever works for you, works. Okay. Those are the two things. That's what the most common question I get is, what do I do if I'm taking the test? So hopefully this solves it so I can work on other stuff. Okay. Now, remember something. I'm here to help you. Ask questions on anything. I have a couple of things I have, right? So I have the Facebook groups, Series 65, 66 exam group, super supportive for those exams. Then I run, I'm a moderator on the one, but on this one, I run along with Michael Weiss, who's a great tutor, by the way, Series 7 exam tutor.com, and I'm series7exam.org. I just messed them up. I'm very expensive. He's about half the cost, but he's really good. If you go to the Facebook group, super supportive community, unbelievably supportive community. It's unbelievable. There's about almost 4,500, 5,000 people in there. A lot of supportive people. It's called FINRA Exam Prep with help from Capital Advantage Tutoring. The most supportive group they have. They have a chat room going. They start study groups, which are magic, all that stuff. Anyway, come on. You know what? Enough of this. Ken, let's get on. Hey, welcome. How are you guys doing? See, I do that little preamble so I don't have to spend time telling people how to take the test. So if you come on here and say, I'm taking the test tomorrow, what do I do? What I'm going to say to you, I'm going to say, fuck you, go watch the beginning. I'm not in the first 30 seconds. I'm not going to get demonetized. It's awesome. So keep that in mind. If you ask me how to take the test tomorrow, I'm going to go back to watch the beginning of the video. Okay, here we go. Okay. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's see. Blake, baby. I was waiting for this. Blake, that's awesome. There's some lighting in here. There we go. Okay. Blake, that is awesome. Congrats. Big time 24. Wait, you don't have the 63 anything yet? I do agree. I kind of like boom, Jackie. I agree. Michael's good stuff. He's definitely good. I agree. He knows his stuff. going from the 7 to the 24 is probably better than going from the 7 to the 63. I think that's a good idea. Blake, again, congrats. Okay. Yeah, it's fucking boring as hell, Matt. You just got to read and you just hold your nose and read, and you got nothing. There's not much else you can do. Okay. Zia, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm not quite the best. I think I am, but I'm a legend in my own mind, as Clint Eastwood said one time, a long time ago, before any of you were probably born. Okay. I agree. Let's see. So now let's go over this. Okay. Got it. So you don't need the 63. Good. Compliance. And it's funny. Compliance is getting hot again. Goldman just announced that they're hiring, I think, hundreds of new compliance people. So that's a big deal. Okay, hold on, let me get back to Craig. That's awesome. So Blake, by the way, now is the time. At some point in the next couple of months, it'd be a good time to ask for a raise. Okay. Yeah, fuck Kaplan, Sarah. Don't worry about too much. They're not going to go into that. Just know that it's 10%. Don't worry about the 2% rules. Don't worry about the fit. Just know that it's 10% maybe. Okay. Okay. Craig, congrats. I'm so happy for you. SIE in 63. What's left? The 6 now? Is that it? Or no? Or are you taking the 7? Okay. 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 So remember, I do this all the time. Life insurance, I say this as a topper. Life insurance pays when you die. Annuities pay you until you die. I have videos on this. But life insurance, it's either term or whole, right? So term or permanent. Term means like you're renting insurance. What is life insurance? Life insurance is literally you paying a monthly fee or a lump sum, even possibly, so that when you die, your family gets some cash. Like I have term life insurance. I'm switching it over to permanent over the next year or two. I just bought it just to get a lot of it. I've got like $4 or $5 million worth. Not necessary. So that's the bad part, is that it's term. So if I don't switch it, here's why I want to switch it over. 1, because then you build equity. But 2, it ends when I'm 80. So if I die when I'm 79, okay. There you go, Craig. If I die at 79, my family gets money. If I die, who's calling me during my live? Okay. If I die at 81, my family gets nothing. So I tell everyone, if you see that I died at the age of 79, investigate. I was probably killed. A little poison. Check for antifreeze in my soup. Shit like that. Okay. Now, I don't even think I'll make it. That's 30-something years from now. I don't think that'll happen. Okay. Anyway. So life insurance pays you when you die. Term is like renting insurance. You pay a lower premium. You're paying every month for it. Okay. I have videos on both of these things. Okay. I hope you've watched them, Jackie, because if I'm explaining this and you haven't watched my videos, I'll be quite annoyed. Okay. So now, whole life is a fixed premium, fixed growth. Remember, so once you get to the permanent life insurance, the money you're putting in is growing. Okay. The money you're putting in is growing at a rate. And if it's a permanent or universal, it's a set rate. Okay, good. Okay, just making sure, because I'd be really pissed if you didn't. Okay, so now you put the money in, it grows tax deferred. And then here's what happens when you leave. Okay, when you die, your family gets the money. So let's say you buy $1 million policy and you put in, you're paying, say $500 a month, whatever it is. If it's term, yes, anytime during that time, if you die, your family gets money. But here's what happens. Okay. Now, you don't use acronyms. Fucking firms use acronyms. You got to tell me what an IPR is, okay? I don't know, and I don't do acronyms, and even the test barely uses acronyms. Each fucking vendor has their own acronym. I don't know what an IPR is. Okay, so now, unless it's investment, I have no fucking idea. Okay, so now, if you invest in it, if you buy term and any kind of life insurance, even if you buy it like, don't worry about margin, Garrett. Fung blow it off. Okay. Don't watch my quick and dirties. Garrett, what did I say in the beginning? I literally said, if somebody asks me what to do about tomorrow, watch the first 5 minutes of my video. I tell you what to do. But you shouldn't be on here. First of all, you're taking it tomorrow. You should be off relaxing, getting laid, whatever it is. Do something. Okay. Not test related, maybe. But if you really need to, go watch my 24 hours before the 7. 24 hours before the 7. Okay. That's what you need to do. Okay. 24 hours, that whole playlist, that'll help you. That's 2 suitability ones. Don't sweat the margin. You're not going to try to learn it now. Don't worry about it. It's maybe 1 or 2 questions. There's way more things you get more points on. Again, so now, yeah, these annuity questions are long. Okay, that's a problem. I should have answered it. I should have made you wait till the end for this one. Sit it out for the whole hour. So if you put money into a whole life, it grows. You put a fixed premium, fixed growth. When you die, they get the money. Their family gets the money, whatever it is, $2-3 million, whatever it is. Now, if you want to get out of it early, remember, unlike term where you're renting insurance, there's no equity buildup. You're just buying it, okay? Now, if it goes up, I'll do it that way. So now you buy whole life, it grows tax deferred. You put the money in, the equity is growing tax deferred, okay? Yeah, no, it can't be extended. You can just, well, maybe it can, but I don't think so. You buy it for a term, you buy it for a specific time period. If you can get guaranteed renewal, this could be on the exam. You can get guaranteed renewed, but what happens is you're at an older age, so that you're guaranteed to be done. No, not a lot, Michael, not a lot. The vendors do it because it's a lazy way of writing questions. Fucking Kaplan's a king of fucking Roman numerals and convoluted shit. So you can't extend it. You can buy new, re-up it. And what happens is that you're going to be re-upping it at a new rate. Okay, new rate. Okay. As I've told everyone, go back and watch the first 5 minutes of this live. Tawinder, I'll wait for you. Go back. Anyone who's taking the test and wants to ask me a question, what do I do? Because I'm taking it tomorrow, next week, a week after. Go back to the beginning of the live and watch the first 4 minutes because I do a video just for that. And then if you still have questions, I'm happy to answer them. Boom. Okay. So now, because I got to get through this annuity question. So now, you grow tax deferred. If you want to leave early and get out of it, you can pair out. You can pull out. Okay. You can pull out of it and get and take the cash value. It's going to be less than your face value, but you can get out whatever it's grown. If it's a universal, again, I'm trying to do really dumb. Term life is like renting insurance. Remember, all insurance you get paid when they die. Your family gets paid when you die. Term is very cheap. It's rented. It's like you're just paying a lower premium, and you're just for the term that you paid for, you're insured. Once you go beyond the term, you're not insured anymore unless you buy new ones. And even if you get guaranteed renew, it's going to be at a higher rate because you're older, 15, 20 years older. Okay. So now, like if I waited till I was 80 for my term to end, okay. If I waited to my term 80 ended, right, then I would do it then. They'd be insuring me as an 80-year-old and be fucking really expensive. Now, back to this. Permanent, fixed premium, fixed growth, done. Okay. Now, universal, okay. Universal is you get to adjust the payments. Like say it's supposed to be $1,000 a month. They say that's 12 grand a year. They don't care if you do 3 grand every 4 months. They don't care if you do 12 grand in one shot. They don't care if you do it at the end of the year. It's adjustable. Now, the thing about universal is you can overfund it or underfund it, but that will affect the death benefit. So if you buy a $2 million policy and you underfund it, pay less than you're supposed to, they'll drop the death benefit. If you pay more, they'll increase it. Okay. But it's not a security because, again, the growth is fixed. A variable is a security because the premium you're going to put in, but remember, all that money's put in a sub account or a separate account, okay? So sub account or separate account, and that money's invested in the market. So if you put $1,000 a month in, right, every month, say you're doing that, okay? $1,000 a month going in, what's going to happen is it's going to grow at a variable rate, right? It's going to be invested in the market. So your equity, your cash value is going to go up or down based on the market. Even if it goes down, if you die, your family still gets that minimum death benefit. So if you buy a $4 million policy, variable policy, even if you lose money every year on the equity, if you die, they get $4 million. But the good thing is, if it grows faster, that could increase your death benefit. Now, all I'm going to do, annuity is a retirement account. You put money in after tax in the accumulation phase. Here's what happens, Jackie. You're getting fucked up probably on the questions because if it's Kaplan and STC, go into the minutia, okay? They try to trick you. That's why I yell everyone to read the book, because the questions are always looking for the outliers, not the real, okay? They don't ask questions on the normal stuff, which they should. They go right into, I got to trick you and throw this shit at you. So then you start not trusting yourself. I don't know why they do it. I say I'm nice about it, but I don't know why they do it. So now, on the annuity, you put money in after tax in the accumulation phase. It's invested in the market. It grows tax deferred. Then when you at 59.5, you can either withdraw the money and just take it out and pay tax on the growth, non-qualified, or You can annuitize, which you can actually do at any age. You can annuitize at any age you want. You can be 30. Okay. There you go. I agree. That's Julie. I agree. Boom. Have a drink. 100%. Now, I should do that on the bottom. If you're taking it soon, go watch the Quick and Dirties. Now, but people like some personal attentions. That's why I yell at them. So now, if we keep moving, they always ask the outliers. They literally always ask outliers, and that's the problem. That's why I did that rant about a month ago about stop just reading doing the questions, because you get fucked up because you start learning the exceptions and not the rules. And the rules are what's getting tested on. The exceptions could be tested on, but you got to know the rules. Now, on the annuity, when you get paid out, say you decide to annuitize, okay? Boom. I love that. Now, if you once you annuitize, which you can do at any age, you're going to get paid for life, and your payment's going to be based on basically your when they think you're going to die. Okay, I can't remember what it's called. Your life expectancy. So if you have 100 grand and they think you can live for 10 years, they're going to pay you 10 grand a year, some version of that. Okay, so the point is an annuity. Yeah, they could be UITs could be on a 7, but not heavy, not fucking heavy. I mean, basically, just know that they're not managed and they are part of the Investment Company Act of 40. So again, variable annuities, you put it in after tax or gross tax deferred, and when you take it out, you pay tax on the growth portion, not the principal portion. And if you annuitize, you get paid for life. If you withdraw, you're getting the whole lump sum, and you only pay taxes on what's above it. I can't go any deeper than that. I have the videos. Hope that helps. So life insurance, you put money in, and it pays you when you die. Annuity is a crappy retirement plan that you put money in, and then you get paid for life, kind of thing. Okay. Anika, remember something. They're not actually contradicting. You're reading it wrong. That's the thing. Dad, you can go through. You might be reading it wrong. They don't read. They have some contradict you, but not a lot. It just seems that way because they put accept in there or not or something like that. It's fucking hard though. Okay. Hope that helps, Jackie. Okay. I don't know what chapter 2 is, but just take your time. Okay. Just take your time. Read. I'm telling everyone. Anyone who knows Past Perfect, please get a supplement. Go buy me Achievable. I have a link down there. If you don't want to do it, get on your own. Get Achievable, STC, not mean something to dumb the shit down. Past Perfect, while they're good in some ways, they go over fucking board. They absolutely go overboard to a ridiculous extent. So let's not. Yeah, it's dragging. Rachel, go get Achievable or Kaplan or STC. Get their book. Find someone in the Facebook groups that has the book. Okay. Also, since everyone's on here, remember, if you need some good stuff that's not cursy, go check out Brandon Rith. Okay. Accrued interest, maybe a little bit, but not day to date, not so much. Connor, what's day to date? Okay. And I have videos on how to do the math on the accrued interest. So now, I don't know what chapter 2 is, first of all, Rachel, but go get another vendor. The shit drags. Okay. I assume it's probably one of the 63, 65 exams. Okay. Oh, Desiree, go get a new book. Find the money. I don't know if you have to rob a store or something. Just go sell blood. I don't care what you do. Go get another book. Go get Achievable. Go get SCC or Kaplan or Notman. Something other than them. Okay. That's right. But Kaplan, anything above a 68, you're probably fine. Just make sure it's basically not Okay. Craig, did you watch my video on the variable annuities? I do a whole thing on that. Okay. See if I can find it. Craig, watch this video first. That'll help you. I think there's no safe score, but if you're in the high 60s, 7, Michael Yen. Boom. I love it. That's awesome. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, you want to be high. You want to be in the 70s. Okay. Okay. Boom. I appreciate it, Facebook. Boom. Okay. Yeah, Catherine, 70 is Catherine. It's boom. There you go, Julie. I was waiting for Connor to answer, but Julie comes in, chimes in with the buzzer beater. Okay. Summer meet. I'll get to you at some point. Okay. Moises, you called me during my live? This isn't a call-in show. You called me during my live to ask me a question. I saw your name pop up. That's fucking ridiculous, my man. Okay. SMA is just, again, don't obsess on this shit because it's barely on the test. But okay. Hold on. Moises, I have to leave for my rant on you. Yes, I'm fucking amazing. No, it's you. You did the work, Maria. You did. Remember, you did the work, not me. All I did was send you on the way. Okay. Yeah, but okay, I'll get to you, Michael. I want to talk about that. Okay. That's fine, but you can't do it while I'm live. Okay. Go on my website. Here. You want to do this, Moises? I'll help you out, but I'm going to do see the thing scrolling across the bottom? Right there? That's my link. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Okay. That's thank you, Michael. It's not that big on the SMA, but I'm going to talk about it. That's my link. You go on there. The front page is a book a session button. My entire schedule is built in. Okay. You can pick a time that works for you, Moises. Okay. Okay. Craig, I just put a link in there. Go find that. Watch that first. Then come back to me. Okay. Where are we? It was on something, but now I have to get it. Did I lose one of them? No, I probably went too far. Justin, we're going to get it tomorrow, right? We're going to nail this thing tomorrow. Moises, I got to find your... Oh, it's probably at the bottom. So we're going to nail this thing, okay? We're absolutely going to nail this. Boom, okay. Jose, that's awesome. I love it. Congratulations. And yes, go get a job, baby. Go on my Facebook. There's always... If you say you're looking for a job, you're going to get 1 million people from Primerica messaging you. Okay. Oh, God. Jesus, that's horrible, Jose. Boom, okay. Boom, Michael. I don't think that's the only reason. I think it helped. Boom. I think it helped, but I don't think it was the only reason. I promise you. You did more. You did. Okay. So let me get to Michael's thing. Okay. Let me get to Moises' thing. So Moises, SMA is excess equity. Okay. So if you have equity, okay, there you go. JP Morgan's always hiring. Boom. There you go. Anyone looking for a job, go check out JP Morgan. I think Bank of America's hiring. TD's hiring. They're all hiring. And if you're going into compliance, Goldman's hiring. Okay. SMA is your excess equity. So if you can get equity, right? So if you can say, oh, my market value is 50, my debit balance is 20. If you can get that my equity is 30, good. We can get, that's a great start. That's my equity. Now the SMA is how much is my equity, okay? How much is my equity over what I need? So what I need what I would like in the account is 50% of the market value. So if my market value is 50, my reg T is 25. But if I have a debit, so let's see, so I have a market value of 50, a debit balance of 20. So my equity is 30. We're good with that. I'm gonna leave that over here. Boom. Now, yeah, just check my Facebook. Check my YouTube. It'll always, Jesus Christ. Check my website. My stuff is there. I teach like 12 hours a day. So there's always an opening somewhere. So now we have 30 grand in equity. Now, how much equity do they want us to have? They want us to have 50% of the market value. But the market value is 50. Half of that is 2.5, right? So 2.5 is reg T. I have 30 and they want 2.5. They want 25 grand. Okay. So 30 minus 25 grand is 5,000. My SMA is 5 grand. And I have videos on that. I have the margin videos. Remember, it's not heavy in the exam. Just remember, SMA for both long and short is equity minus reg T. Equity minus reg T. Reg T is always 50% of the market value. Now, here's where people get screwed up. If you have a short account, you have a credit balance of, say, 50, and you have a market value of 20. I'm going to do the same thing. You're going to do 50 minus 20 is my 30 grand in equity. But remember, when we're figuring out the reg T, we don't take half of the credit balance. We take half of the market value, not the credit balance, the market value. So really, we have 30 grand in equity over here again. And then we have 20 grand market value. Half of that is 10. 30 minus 10 is 20 grand. So keep in mind that SMA is always equity minus reg T, always that, okay? But on the short side, it's the market value, okay? It's half the market, it's for both of them, but it's not the credit balance. Remember, it's never half the credit balance. Good, okay. Okay, good. Hope that helps a little bit, Moises. Okay. And again, if you want to If you need tutoring, anyone needs tutoring, just hit my website down here. Go on. There's a page right in the front that says book a session, and you do it. And if it's too expensive, I have a couple. I have Michael Weiss. I have another Michael that can help you. I'm related to him. We go from there. Okay. Chibsy, I don't. I wish I did, Chibsy. I don't. There is a good one out there. There's one with a couple 100,000 views. Okay. Yep. Do my acronyms. The Mr. Desby and the Wreck Me or the Russian Children Must Eat Snow acronyms in my videos. They'll help. Okay. Okay. Expected return is like we're using CAP-M. Okay. CAP-M. Chibsy, I'm doing great. How about you? I'm busy. So busy on this, which is great. I'm teaching right up to this. And I'm not doing it tonight, but my daughter, she runs a private office, but she also does a side job. So I'm helping her with that side job later. Okay. That's okay. Eli, did you message my Capital Advantage tutor and me? I don't remember. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I knew you would. Gianni, that's awesome. Congrats. I fucking love that. That's awesome. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. Awesome. Hey, Neer, how are you? There, I think I got that. Okay. Now, back to this. Boom. Yeah, Chibsy, you did it. No, boom, you're going to get it. Thank you very much, Chibsy. I appreciate it. I wish I did life and health, but every state is different. But I know if you Google it. If you do it on YouTube, search it up. There's a couple with like hundreds of thousands of views. That's probably where to go. Okay. IRR. So let's say expected return is like basically you're coming up with a number based on the risk, right? So that's CAP-M. CAP-M is trying to find an expected return based on your level of risk. So it's what you're expected to do. And it falls into the modern portfolio theory also, where you look at like the expected return of different variations. It's almost like you want to return. What is the likelihood of hitting that return? So we have a portfolio that we set up that should hit this number, but then you have risk that you have to add into it. It's risk adjusted. We come up with expected return. That's fine. IRR has nothing to do with risk. IRR is basically the rate of return. It's like yield to maturity, but it's a rate of return where your future value and your present value are kind of the same, right? So future value, and I get these questions all the time, and people fucking obsess about this shit, and then they go, it was barely on the exam, just knowing the concept, okay? So it's amazing I get the same questions all the time, even from the same people. They go, I get it, and then the next week I get the question again, okay, in the groups. Now, future value is what an investment now will be in the future, given a certain return. That return. And then, so if I say I put in $5,000 now, and it's going to earn 10%, okay? If I put in $5,000 now, and it's going to earn 10% on my money, that means my money doubles every 7 years. So if I put in $10,000 now, and it earns 10%, that means in 7 years, I'm going to have $20,000. So that rate of return, that $10,000 is my internal rate of return, because that's where my present value of $10,000 turns into 20. Boom. Okay. That's so internal rate. So the other way is we find the future value. So if we have future value, we have to find present value. So present value is what we have to invest now to get to future value. I know it sounds like I'm talking in circles, but it's if you're taking the 65 or 66, you should at least be able to follow me a little bit. Now, how do we figure out what the number is? We use the discount rate, or what we call the IRR. So the internal rate of return is discounting all that future cash flows to bring it back to account for inflation and rising cost of goods back to today's dollar. Okay. So internal rate of return is the rate of return where present value and future value are equal, where you have what they call a zero NPV. You will never, ever, 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 ever have to calculate internal rate of return. Expected return, you won't have to calculate it, unless they give you like a choice. I don't have it on this computer, but what happens is they'll say, oh, you'll see what you're going to do is when you're trying to figure out expected return on the vendors, which you won't have to do in the test, you take the likelihood. So let's say you have a 10%. Say you have a 50% chance of hitting 10%. Well, 50% of 10 is 5. So that's 5%. And let's say you have like a 20% chance of hitting 5%. Well, that's 1%. So add them up to 6 and then divide by 2. Okay, so actually add them up to 6 and then divide. So that's really going to be 6. It's going to be a 3% return expected. So you will never have to do the math. It's basically taking your likelihoods and then adding them together and coming up with a return. Okay. Okay. Don't worry about it too much. I agree. Michael's good. Okay. I agree, Matt. It's boring. You just got to get through it. You got to pound through it. And by the way, the back end of the 66 is better. Okay. So everyone, when you're taking the 66, it's the regs are just brutal. So maybe you read a couple, then move on to the more fun stuff. The other side, the back end stuff, right? The back end stuff, which is like the portfolio management and the prohibited shit, that's a little more fun, right? And then like figuring stuff out. Again, no math, but investment. But the big thing is on investment vehicles, don't blow that shit off. Do not blow that shit off. Okay. Yeah, it's not a straight line in here. I tell everyone, nobody watches my super inspirational videos, right? This shit studying is not a straight line. It goes like this: bad, bad. You may even go flat for a couple days. Boom! I promise you, it's like a fucking roller coaster. You'll get there. Okay. Okay. Don't sweat it too much. Just know that limited partnerships, it's a 10% commission. Okay. That's kind of where you got to be. Okay. Just remember, you want to be at around 10%. It's going to be a 10% commission. Let's see if I can do this. No, fucking shut up. Here we go. Again, don't worry about it. Do not worry about that shit at all. That's Kaplan going way too deep on this shit. Okay. Okay. I know we don't, but the goal, I know, I get it. 100% nobody likes them, but when you get there, but remember, when you get there, you're good. Okay. Remember, it's when you get there, it's worth it. Keep your eye on the prize, right? Keep seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. It's gonna feel tough, but it's gonna get better. I promise you. Okay. So for the 6, you want to make sure that you're good with it. You got to make sure you're good with the mutual funds and annuities, obviously. Make sure you're good with customer accounts, obviously. Make sure you're good with communications. Okay. You got to make sure that you're good with that stuff. Okay. And a little bit of taxes. Okay. So what else we got? One second. Stay there, people. Okay. Where are we? Okay. Yeah, that's up an opening account, 6 points, 100%. Okay. Now let me get you. So an independent, here's the thing on the IPRs where they'll get you and do what the rule says. Okay. Okay. Relax here. So here's the thing: the IPRs independently prepared reprints, as long as another firm has either filed. Remember, this is for mutual funds. Has filed them with FINRA already and already said they're okay. And as long as you don't materially change it, you don't have to get pre-approval. Again, so if it's an independently prepared reprint and it's already been submitted to FINRA or whatever. Yeah, I did see that. I'll get to it. I promise you, Julie. I will get to you. Okay. I like that. Make sure you do the customer accounts and communications and mutual funds and annuities for the 6. Okay. But again, IPRs, independently prepared research. Now I'm going to keep using that word and I hate it. As long as they've already been submitted by another firm to FINRA or whatever, then you can use them. As long as you haven't materially changed it. Okay. Okay. You're good. No, I think Kaplan's harder, Justin. I do think Kaplan's harder. Okay. Um, I think you're good. What were you scoring last time? Here's the thing: you want to see where you stand to see if you're memorizing past perfect. Go on my channel. There's a thing called practice finals. Go take one of those with me. Okay. Do took one of those. Okay. Um. Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot, but I mean, don't worry about it. Okay. Don't worry about. Hold on. Don't worry about too much about the crazy option stuff. They'll mention it, but it's not as much math as you think it is, Juan. So now I was talking to you, Juan, about the 9, but I'll get to you. Okay. Oh, a lot of questions popping in. Okay. Because you don't approve shit. Hold on. So if you're in the high 70s, low 80s, okay, on past perfect, you're fine. Go check out my finals on my practice finals. See how you do, Elvis, and see if you pass those, you're in good shape. Okay. No, they don't. No test tonight. No test tonight. Not if you're taking it tomorrow. No test tonight unless you're in California. Okay. So I answered that question. Garrett, don't sweat the margin. You can watch my videos. You can watch my 2 margin videos, maybe. But again, don't worry about margin. Okay. Not a lot of math on the 6 or the SIE. So what would you have to do? Maybe current yield, maybe PE ratio. Not a lot of math on these fuckers. Okay. Maybe on the SIE, you might have to do convertible. Okay. Facebook user, you might have to yeah, Evelyn, we're fine. You're gonna nail this. Okay. I know you're nervous because it's the 3rd time. We're gonna get you through this. Okay, I promise. On the SIE, you might have to do stock splits. You might have to do current yield. You might have to do a convertible parity, maybe. Not a lot of math on that. 6, hardly any math. I mean, you always worry that they're going to make you do the NAV stuff. They might make you do total return, right? Which is just the money you get. Justin, I have a cheat sheet video. I have a brain dump video. Parity, maybe you have to get that. I have a brain dump video for that. Okay. Here we go. Here you go. The reason I do that is that, so Justin, there it is. This way you don't have to waste time and I might not forget shit. So that's what I write down. That's for the 7 and the SIE. I clearly make it out. Okay. Let me not fall behind. Okay, I think we're good. But it's going fucking nuts. Yeah, maybe break even at most, right? So term cannot be extended. You can just re-up it. It's going to cost you more. Not a lot of Roman numerals. I think people asked that already, Mike. It's not a lot. I promise you, it's a lazy way of writing questions. And FINRA and NASA, they take 18 months to write a question. They put it in, they test it, they come back, they're not doing it. Okay. What the fuck do I do not have a student tonight? Please tell me I don't have a student tonight. Yeah, not tonight. Stay here. We're gonna get Julie's question. Okay. I know people love the math because then you know you're getting a number, right? I get it. I 100% get that. If it's a lot of math, you're like, oh, I know if I got the right answer. Okay. I think you're in good shape. Look, you're taking it in 13 days. Okay. You're taking it in 13 days. Okay. That's a lot of time. Maybe the last week or so you want to take tests, but keep reading, keep adding knowledge, go over stuff. Make sure, Telwinder, make sure there's 2 sections that you, Craig, I don't know, go look on the content outline. If you go on the series test content out, I have so many tests. I try not to remember. I just teach the topics. I don't worry about the breakdowns. So, if you go make sure if you're going to go in there, make sure that you own their investment risks, make sure you own their investment risks, and make sure that you know what the register rep can and can't do. If you're using STC, those are like the back 6 chapters, right? Like 14 through 20. That's like a lot. That's like 40% of the test. I'm only 25 minutes behind now. Summer, I'm almost up to you. Okay. Joe, it's going to be hard to get over 80s. I mean, if you can get just, you know what you do? If you're not in a rush, go read, maybe go back and act like you're brand new again. I'm not saying to take a lot of time, but maybe just go back and read the STC book. What test are you taking, by the way? Are you taking the 7 or the SIE? If it's an SIE, go book the fucking test. If it's a 7, you're almost there. I would say if you can, just if you have time, just go back and just read the book. Like don't like maybe avoid the options and stuff like that and limited partnership stuff. But I would just try to read it again, and that would probably put you over the top. Okay, that would absolutely put you over the top. I actually don't want you to reread options. I want you to just do questions on it, Moises, but I'll get there. Okay. Summer. Oh, the 65. Okay, go back and read the book. Seriously, go back and just. Oh, you know what? Go back and read the regs. Regs and the investment vehicles, Joe. That's usually where people get hurt. So if you're taking the 65, go back and read the regs and the investment vehicles. I bet you if you just read it straight through without notes, you would see a big jump. Okay. There you go. Okay. You got Achievable. Just here's the thing. Just follow their program. Type it. Remember, the best thing to do is when you're using Achievable, type in the date that you're taking it, and they give you a schedule of what to do every day. Okay? Just do that. So Summer, don't sweat this shit. Past Perfect's tough, right? Past Perfect. Achievable is going to teach you way better than that. And then when you get closer, do exams on both Achievable and Past Perfect. Maybe do chapter quizzes of Past Perfect and do full finals and stuff with Achievable. I think that'll be the best mix. Okay. You know what? Let me get to let me see if I can get to her question. Okay. Yichin, that's awesome. Hold on. I was just about to share your shit, Julie. Hold on. Great questions you had, and you were great. That's awesome. Boom. That's a way to. I'm telling you guys, you're passing the exam. That is the awesome way to go at the end of the summer, right? Nailing this shit. That is fucking awesome. I'm so happy for you. Okay. Wow. Yeah. So that's the other thing. Go through the suitability stuff. I think Achievable has good suitability. I have good suitability videos. I really do. Now let me get to Julie's question. Hold on. Let me get Juan's out of the way. Yichin, I appreciate you. I appreciate you saying that. I'm so happy for you. Don't sweat the heavy new shit. I mean, you're not. I'm telling you right now. You may get some math. A lot of it's going to be regs. It's not going to be. You might have a butterfly just knowing that it's neutral shit like that. Don't overdo it. A lot of vendors try to push you into thinking it's all fucking math, and it's not. A lot of it is the regs. So you got to make sure you know those regs cold. If you're okay on options, if you were good on options on the 7, it's not much more. Just get the regs down. That's the most important thing. Okay. I think Kaplan questions are really tough for the 7. Okay, back to this. So now. Okay. So hopefully everyone can see this, right? Let me see, make sure it's showing up on my screen. Let me see if it's showing up. Yeah, it is. Okay. But let me take that other thing up because it's blocking it. Okay. So everyone should be able to see this. God, great. I'm in there too. I like it better when I'm not on the screen. It's so much more attractive when I'm not on. Here we go. Okay. Stock trade on level 1 NASDAQ as follows. 49 bid, Oh, sorry. Last sell's 49, up 50 cents on the day. 48.84 bid, 49.09 offer. It's volume 13 grand. It's at 12 p.m. when we did this quote. Okay. Now, so the question is, if a customer got an or buys 100 shares as an agency transaction, what price are they going to pay? They're going to, remember, you buy at the ask. Remember, you buy at the ask. That's a key thing. When you sell at the bid. So if the customer is selling, they would have sold it at 48.84 minus a commission. And then when you buy it, you're buying it at 49.09. Then you add a commission. We don't do shit for free here, Julie, right? So it was charged a commission, especially in agency trade. You're going to get a price, and then you're going to get add a commission on top of it. And that's what that is. Okay. So understand that. So when you buy stock, you're going to buy it at the ask, which you knew, which you answered, but you also have to add, since it's an agency trade, you're going to put a commission on it. If it was a markup, it would be the same thing, but they'd say, oh, you bought at 49.12, which is 49.09 with a 3-cent markup. So you'd still pay more. You're never, if you're doing it with a trade, unless you're working with like a place that says no commissions, right? Then you're going to be adding the commission into it. I hope that helps a little bit. Didn't know the V. The volume. That's why I'm the trader, right? So that's why I'm doing this series. I'm working through a Series 57 and Series 24 playlist. And who better to learn it from is a person who fucking spent 30 years trading. As you can tell, I don't have that upper crust investment banking attitude of wearing the douchebag vest all the time. You ever walk around Wall Street? I tell them all the time. I have my students, I go, please don't be a DB. They call them the DB vest, the douchebag vest. You know the one with the name of the firm on it? Okay. And then they go, we got it for free. I'm like, yeah, I know, because they want you to advertise for them. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Do you get that, Julie, though? Okay. UITs are barely on the exam, just under, they could be there. They're under the Investment Company Act of 40. They're not actively managed or kind of supervised. Whenever I think of a person doing the UIT, this is what I imagine. Person sitting here like this, feet up on the desk with a drink and a cigar. And going, hey, I'm just making sure it's not blow up. That's how I picture a little Kevin O'Leary shorts under the shirt thing, right? Okay. Except for he's not a fat piece of shit like me. So whenever you talk about UITs, think they're not managed. Okay, they're supervised, very low fees, and they kind of have a maturity date because when they don't replace anything. So when something ends, when one of the bonds inside of it ends, the whole thing just ends. Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. There you go. See, Connor, it works, right? The little things like that. Little things help. Okay. Oh, by the way, I got the coolest fucking gift from Lauren Chan. Now, what's very cool is that while she was studying for this, she was promoted to commander in the Navy. Fucking awesome. I can't wait. I'm getting this thing framed. I can't wait to show you guys. It was an awesome thing. She got me very personal to where I worked all my life. It was fucking awesome. Okay. Thank you, Commander Chan. That sounds very Star Trek-y, right? Okay. Listen, I know it's just remember, guys, when you're taking the 63, 65, 66, the books love to throw exceptions at you. Don't fall for it, okay? Don't fall for it. The vendors will do a little bit of it, but for the most part, think of the rule before you think of the exception. Okay, good. Okay. By the way, Audra, thank you for sending me the email. I tell everyone, please, any words that you saw on the Series 7 or the SIE that you're like, I've never heard of before, shoot me an email, something like that. Okay. Just shoot that over to me because it'll because I'm going to try to do a video on just all words people have heard. Okay. Again, I don't worry about the exceptions. Okay. Worry about the rules. The exceptions are not that much. They're not as much as you think they are. They just try to throw curves at you think they are. Okay, Julie, here's the answer to your question on the video. Boom. There you go. Julie, I just put the video for the short margin. That's the Russian children must eat snow. Hold on. I'm way behind. Yeah, Moises, I saw that. We got that. I saw the link come through. Okay. Am I really that far behind? Jesus Christ. Okay, Michael, don't sweat this shit, okay? Don't sweat. Oh, Christine, got it. Okay, I got you. Yeah, so I don't know why sometimes you're better off jumping in from the YouTube because then I can see you. I mean, I do the Facebook because I think I get about a third of my, like it shows here that I have like, it's however many, it's like 70, 80, it's any people watching, maybe 90. But the YouTube only shows like a certain amount, and then the rest is Facebook and Twitter, which is crazy. Okay. 68 on my actual 66. Yeah, that's close. Hitting high 70s at Kaplan. You got to make sure you're not memorizing. Maybe, Michael, go get another vendor. Just your questions. Like maybe go to STC and buy their the supplemental exam. It's like 4 tests. It may help. But I would say go back and reread the book. But you really, if you want to, you're right there, right? You're literally 5 points away, right? So which is not a lot. But this is the one thing I tell everyone. To get from 0 to 60 is one level of hardness. To get from 60 to 73 is the same, if not harder, because now it's all the details, right? So what you want to do is make sure that you're understanding this stuff and not memorizing. Do not worry about the math. You know that. Focus on understanding why shit happens and not whatever it is. Not the math stuff. Okay. Jose, again, I love it. Okay. Yes, here's the thing. You're going to pass tomorrow, but if you don't, yes, you just go on my website, you can find stuff. Okay. But remember, guys, if you miss, you want to take a day off, right? If you miss the test, you need to take a day off and kind of just recoup a little bit and just kind of hang out and could get drunk, go yell at people in the street. Eli, okay. I don't know if you're still on here. It's only an hour later. Okay. Okay, this is what I tell everyone. Here's the thing. So this is what I tell everyone. If you're doing the same thing over and over again and you're getting the same scores, change it the fuck up. Why don't you do this? Go watch. Here's the thing. Go watch my videos straight through, or go read the books. Don't read, guys. And if you're gonna reread the STC book, right, or even anything for the 7, the ones you don't reread options. Just 2 problems. Don't reread DPPs. Nobody gives a shit. Don't reread balance sheet and fundamental technical. Just 2 questions. And don't reread margin, just 2 questions. So that it shouldn't be a hard read. And when I say read, don't take a lot of notes, okay? So Eli, this is what I want you to do. If you're not taking it, it's on the 6th. So you got 6 days. I would go back and go read some of the lower sections. Go through STC, find the lower sections, and reread them. See how that goes, and go from there. And we can talk again Thursday. Okay. Gianni, I'm so happy for you, my man. Okay. I think we're good. We answered that. There's definitely some, but not as many Roman numerals, okay? They all have multiple choice, but they don't have, I think you meant the Roman numerals. So they're going to all have multiple choice, because I imagine it was true, false. The series 3 does a couple true, false, which is just crazy. Yup. Russian children must eat snow. I love it. Boom, Heather. There are some on the 63, but not as much as the vendors. The vendors, literally every other question is a Roman numeral. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm getting closer. I'm only 22 minutes behind. Okay. Greg, may the force be with you. Okay. Yes, a very quick question. Okay. Okay. Yes. By the way, Greg, if you look in my playlist called Series 65 Updates, my SPAC video is in there. What you need to know for SPACs. Okay. Yes, it goes up and down. Here's my thing. If you take more than one a day, your score will go down. It is never a straight line up. I promise you, Catherine and Anir. And I hope I'm saying it right. It's never, I'm just making shit up as I go along. It's never a fucking straight line. It isn't. It's like up and then a bad day and up. There's a reason I do these videos, to make people feel better. It's not because I like hearing myself fucking make videos. I think they're fucking funny sometimes. Like my Don't Read the Book video, I think it was goddamn hilarious. Okay. I did one just now with Jennifer Lawrence. We did a little collab. I wasn't on it. She didn't nowhere near me, but we did a collab. So I want you to just know that it's not a straight line up. I promise you, it's not a straight line up. And don't get down when it's bad. Just whenever you do, whenever and here, go find the video. And here, scroll up a little bit and find the link I just said. That'll answer it. Russian children must eat snow is for my short margin. Go roll down a little bit to the link I just sent about 3-4 minutes ago, and that's going to help you. That's the short margin. And then the long margin is over there too. Now, again, not a straight line. Don't worry about it too much. Lauren, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Boom. It's great. I am telling you, I don't know if I said it. It is amazing to go into the end of the summer with not the big shit, without the monkey off your back, right? Boom. Okay. Yeah, Ben, I'm working on it. I'm working on the 57. I have one or two videos so far. I'm going to have about 5 or 6 hopefully by Monday or Tuesday. Okay. 100%, Catherine. If you don't fail, you're not even fucking trying, right? Okay. No, no, not for the essay. Don't worry about it. Okay. I thought it was very funny. And funny, I did 360 because I knew people would ask me about it. And one of my friends was the one who asked me fell for it. Because 360 means you're not changing your mind, right? I was trying to give a little hint. Look, don't give up, okay? Literally, I mean, think about this shit, right? So people have said to me, like, stuff that has happened in your life, why wouldn't you just give up? And it's like, I don't know, I'm an idiot, so I don't give up. And shit works, right? There you go, ESOPs, right? So I don't give up, and now I'm in a good place, pretty good place, okay? Think about it. So my dad died when I was 12. I almost got kicked out of college like 4 fucking times. Self-inflicted. I got married young. I had 2 kids. Literally, the day after my girl, who's 31, 33 now, was born, I was fired. I was let go. And then my second son, I was let go. And then I worked on the soccer chain. Did well. I've been fired so many fucking times, it's hard to count. I was in the Twin Towers when it got hurt. It hit in 92. I was in it when it got in 2001. I was on the brink of bankruptcy in 2008. I've been arrested. All this shit. I've been so low and so high. And all it is, what does that do? That creates the new you. That's why I'm like, I'm good. I don't get upset about anything. Okay. I don't get upset about anything. Okay. I mean, yes, I do. But what I'm saying is that nothing is that serious that you have to worry about this shit. Yeah, don't worry about the Russian children eating their snow. Not at all. So I'm just saying you got to just move forward. Okay. If you fail or you do bad on a test, get the fuck over it. Okay. Seriously. It's not the end of the world. It is seriously, shit doesn't end all be all. And look, and God forbid you fail 3 times and you go, fuck it, I'm out of here. So what? I have so many people that came to me and they were on their 3rd shot and they go, and you know, they either make it or they don't make it. A lot of them make it and they leave anyway. But I have definitely people that just couldn't take a test. No matter what they did, they couldn't pass. And now you know what they're doing? They're really fucking successful. But it was a painful couple months. I got a guy, Lion, great kid. He's just a really smart kid, but he's a tough test taker. What happened? He failed it the second time. He got a 71 every time. Missed it every time. He went and he got his master's degree, and now he's working at a private equity firm. It all goes forward. There's a fucking plan. You just got to keep growing. And if you quit, you won't see the plan. Remember that. Don't ever goddamn quit. And failure is a dress rehearsal. I'll die at some point. Failure is a dress rehearsal for success. Absolutely. I failed so much. I should be the goddamn president by now. Okay. Yes, customer accounts, opening accounts, stuff like that. Okay. Julie, I hope I helped you with that. And that's why here's the thing. The firm proctors don't know their shit. Nothing wrong with them. They're super helpful. But if you go to a proctor on the firm, with the firms, they're just there to push you. They're like HR. By the way, guys, you know HR isn't really there for you, right? So if you guys get accosted or anything, you don't get HR because you'll be the one that gets fired, not them. Okay. Again, hold on. I think you're in good shape. Okay. Craig, we'll have to work on that. I do have one. My website. This is the thing. So there's another. By the way, first, Justin, you're in good shape. As long as you're not memorizing, you're in great shape. Hold on. This website going along now. See the website there? That's a free coalition we joined. We have, I don't know how many members, but there's all people on there. Okay. There's a ton of people on there. But more importantly, Jets, Jets. Okay. Okay. And he doesn't know his shit, Julie. It's crazy, right? Okay. This FinPro coalition, right? It's a bunch of lawyers and people like me and all that. We're on the board, and we're there to help people, not the firms. We're creating this thing. We wrote a letter trying to get them to make it so you don't have to be sponsored by the 7. Who knows what'll happen with that? A lot of smart guys on there, and they're always the lawyers trying to help people out. I'm trying to get, there's a recruiter I'm trying to get on the board. This guy, Jack Kelly, he's pretty good. By the way, anyone looking for jobs, I mean, there's so many jobs out there. Just do hashtag Series 7. You'll see a million of them on LinkedIn. Okay. Let me go back to this. Okay. Back to the chat. Here we go. Okay. Again, Juan, focus on the regs first. Regs first. You're going to have to do the math, but regs first. Okay. Let's see. I get it. Just take your time in here. Listen, it's a process. It really is. As long as you're not taking it tomorrow, I hope you're not. It just takes a little time. Maybe you want to make little flashcards on like the fractions and stuff like that. And again, don't sweat it too much. If you're taking the SIE, you think, don't sweat this too much. You're going to get there. Have you taken the FINRA one on the website yet? I hope you have. Okay, literally, think about this. What are the 3 things you need to open an account? Okay, Google, cancel. I hate that. By the way, guys, check out, if you want, I have other things. So if you check me out, I have a TikTok called Series 7 Whisperer now. I have an Instagram Series 7 Whisperer. This will soon be Series 7 Whisperer. And I have an Instagram Series 7 Whisperer. I do a lot of the same stuff, but this way, if you want to see the short videos, are all in one spot, okay? Instead of having to roll through my shorts and stuff like that and being confused by the long videos, short videos. Eventually, I'm going to stop doing the shorts on here. I mean, I will do a little bit, but mostly I'm going to stick to them on TikTok and Instagram. Fun stuff. Okay. Go check. Don't forget to check out the Facebook group either. Okay. Now, thank you, Connor. I just saw you jumped on. Okay. Thank you. Vic, any exam, baby. Any exam. I won't do the 79 because that takes brains. But if I get enough demand, I have a guy I can bring on who can do the 79. He'll definitely jump on. Okay. So here's the thing. To open literally, this is what you need to open a brokerage account. Name, address, and are they legal? That's it. Literally, that's almost it. Name, address, and are they 18? Open account. Now, CIP is different, right? So we don't approve a person's identity, but you're supposed to make every effort to get a social security number, stuff like that. And anything you do get, you have to send to them within 30 days so they can verify that it's true. Literally, remember, AML rules are different than FINRA. FINRA rules, you need the 3 things. Then the CIP stuff, you do need more stuff. You're not going to prove it. You're not a fucking CIA agent, okay? Boom. You're gonna rip it up. You're gonna rip it up, Ben. Okay. Hopefully I have them out there by Friday. I'll have at least 1 or 2 up by Friday. I have one about to come out, and then I want to do the other one soon because, yeah, that'll help. Okay, because I got people taking the 24-2, and they want me to do that. Okay. You don't ever prove a person's identity because you're not a TSA agent. You're allowed to take the materials they give you as face value. Okay. No, they don't, and you shouldn't be doing practice anyway. Okay. I think Kaplan questions look nothing like the exam, but they're hard enough that they'll challenge you, which is good to hear. Boom, Rennie, I'm glad. Boom. Okay. I have videos on that. Rennie, I have great videos on that. Hold on. Watch this. Let's see if I can do it right. I just did what I call the 63 cheat sheet. Okay. Okay, yeah, this one. Rennie, take a look at this video. It should help you. That's about as deep as they go. That covers that's really just about the broker dealers and stuff like that. Okay. It's funny. I always fall way behind, and then around 9:30 I start catching up. Now you guys, hold on. I have to go leave soon, so hold on. It's not FINRA. It's past perfect. Summer, it's past perfect. I promise you. The girl Grace, I have a girl that helped. She passed all her exams. and she said half her class. Well, granted, it was Notman, but sometimes it's just the way they teach. Like, I love Notman, but their summer analyst class. They're more into. They want to do this blended thing where it's like, oh, we teach a little bit, and we do more videos. Boom, Shannon, that's awesome. I did 3 or 4 analyst class this summer, all in person. Just good. And I think all but one passed. One guy was taking the 79, and he missed that one, but we're gonna get him through. Okay. Again, I'm going to say this again. I think Kaplan stuff is a little too deep, but the good thing is if you're passing that, you should be fine as long as you're not memorizing. Okay. Okay. Boom. Perfect, Randy. I love it. Okay. I'm not even going to try to say your last name. Tucker Moose or Muse. I don't know. See, I blew it. I should have stayed on a roll, right? Okay. Yeah, a lot of people love the math. I do. I'm not a math person, but the math questions on these exams are usually pretty easy. Okay. Moises, I would go back and reread customer accounts. I would try to reread anything with suitability and taxes if you can find. Anything with suitability and taxes you can find. And then maybe just skim through the common stock preferred, those, or just watch my videos on those things. I'm a fan of reading everything except for DPPs, fundamental and technical, and options. 2 questions on those things. Okay. Yeah, I've heard that I can't remember if Pest Perfect does a good job on suitability. They have a suitability workbook. I think STC does a better job of suitability. I do a better job of suitability, but I think that they're usually okay. But the problem is they're so into the minutia. So here's the thing. So again, Pest Perfect and Kaplan, they're both fine. If you gave me a choice, Kaplan's better. But I think there's sometimes they go into the details too much, and you're more about memorizing little facts than learning the bigger picture. So make sure whenever you're doing Kaplan stuff, get the big picture. Don't worry about missing, like, oh, what's on the 3rd page of the prospectus, or God, on one of the tests, one of the guys, I don't know, he must have been really fighting with his wife. He used the word tergiversation in his question, and it's literally like not changing your views despite seeing evidence of this thing. Okay. Yeah, I don't think Pesser is good at suitability at all. Okay. If Remy, if you're you're challenging me with these names. Yeah, I mean, you should be fine if you watch them and you understand the way I do them. Like, my options videos are pretty awesome. They're totally anti, and a non T chart. Okay, so I like the T chart to T chart. Now watch as I say. Oh, Remy, God, okay, Remil. There's an I in there. There's an L in there. It's a silent L. Okay. Okay. Yes, of course it is. Anything for the 63 is worthy for the 66. So I guarantee, now that I mentioned my method and I don't like T-charts, there's going to be a post on Reddit somewhere talking about firing up the T. I get that. Every time I do that, somebody texts me and goes, hey, somebody just talked about the T-chart. Okay. Daniel Graham. Boom. Here we go. Look at that. For the SIE, huh? Boy, I'm way behind still. Rem. Okay, got it. Okay, that I can do. Okay. Okay. Boom. Okay. You better. You know you will. You're gonna nail it. You're gonna nail this thing. And Daniel, that's awesome. Congratulations. Okay. I have to go off soon, but let me see if I can catch up. Yeah, do full tests. Yeah, make your own. You can do. Here's a question: do one where you create your own, Audrey, if you're still on here, and then do one simulated, because you won't get to see the answers right away. But that's good. So go back and forth. Do one where you can see the answers after, and one where you can't. See how you do, because it'll be weighted like the test. Again, SPACs, yeah, they're blank check companies, but they're actually okay. It's a big thing, though. Okay. I'm telling you, you got to break it up. I'm telling you, if you go into the Q bank, right? I know what you meant in here. I'll get to it. Right. Yeah, it's boom, right. You see, so if you go into the part where you create your own exam, there should be 3 things. I think it says like make your own exam. Right in the middle, I think it says simulate exam. Right when you go to the Q bank. Yeah, don't worry about them in here. Okay. It will be. It will be the end tomorrow. Take your time. Make sure you read every word and look for the word accept. Like I tell everyone, on your hot sheet, write the word accept. And every time you see an accept or a not question, take your hand off the mouse, put it on there. It'll help. Okay. Craig, we can work on that after you're done. Okay. Jeremy, I'm at a miss this. That's fucking awesome. I love it. Awesome, 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 Jeremy. Boom. Done the SIE 623. Now we're doing the 7. Make sure you read the book first. Take a day off, then read the book first. I don't know what that means. Oh, paying dividends. Oh, yeah. Yes, but it's the same order, right? Now I get what you're saying. So, right. So it's still the same thing. Secured, then unsecured, preferred, common. But it's like, remember, there you go. I like that. See? Shannon, just keep doing it. You want to shake it up. But yes, right. Yeah, simulate exam, you might get it's weighted like the exam. That's the difference. And you don't get to see your answers right away. I do think you might see a different question make. I'm not really sure about that. Maybe somebody who's taking it can know. Right. So you can get paid through bankruptcy or paid through dividends, which is perfect. Good. And it's the same order. Common still gets paid last. So they can't pay the dividend to the common until the preferred is paid. They can't pay the dividend to the preferred until all the bonds are paid. Yeah, I do this. If you want to do the 24, the SIE, any of these exams, if you want to do the 79, I'll try to bring on this guy, Joe, who's really good at it. He does a podcast too. I'll try to bring him on and see if he can talk to some 79 people. I'll try to advertise as much as possible to get people on it. Okay. So that video, go watch that. Okay. I do everything. Listen, this is for every single FINRA. I just can't list all of them. I could have put NASA on there, but I'm lazy. So I'm telling you, this, I put Series 7 exam prep just because it's an easy one to list, right? Right, but not the simulate, right? Okay. No, simulate will show you the answers at the end, right? Right, exactly. Just like Wendy said. Thunderous wizard. Okay. So now, yeah, I hope I helped with that video. Andrew, get some sleep. Focus on, I have the Kutu. Now, guys, the other thing I tell everyone, when you're going through my videos, if you need my videos, my 63 quick and dirty covers the 63 portion of the 66. My 66 covers the 65 portion of the 66. Do them together. They're 2 different videos, and it'll get you through the 66. Okay. Taking it in 4 to 3 days, right? So make sure you get the regs down, man. That is half the damn task. Okay. Don't worry about the math. Ignore the math. Maybe learn how to do total return, maybe how to do the tips questions, maybe a current yield, maybe a PE ratio. If you can do those, then no other math you'll need it. You need to understand what's in the present value and future value, but you won't have to do the future value, present value. You're going to, if you're in the mid 60s on Kaplan, on the options, I had a guy who took it maybe 4 years ago, and maybe it was more, and he couldn't get above a 62, 63 on Kaplan options, and he came out of there. Yeah, it is easier. That one is probably easier than the Kaplan. But he couldn't get over a 62, 63 in Kaplan options, and he came out of the test, goes, I don't think I got any wrong on there. Like, not that he didn't get any wrong, but it felt like he didn't. Okay. I agree. I don't think past preference is good at suitability. They're good at fucking with your head. That's about it. Okay. And again, my 63 dumb sheet, my 63 quick sheet, my 63 quick and dirty is great for the 66. Dan, awesome again. Take some dates. Take some days off, okay? Before you jump on the 7. Okay, so here's the deal. If you mean the ACATs, it's 1 day to verify, 3 days to deliver. So if you're talking about transferring it under a TIF or an ACAT, it's 1 day to verify the account, okay? And then 3 days to deliver to the new firm. Hopefully that helps. Now, if you mean how long, if you move from JP Morgan to Goldman as a job, then you have 30 days to tell your firm that you have an account and get approval. And then the firm tells you when you have to move it over. So if you mean transfer like customer moving from JP Morgan to JP Morgan, JP Morgan to Goldman, it's 1 day to verify, 3 days to deliver. If it is for a you, like Daniel, you're leaving Goldman and going to JP Morgan and you have a brokerage account somewhere, you have 30 days to get permission from your firm, and then they tell you to move it or not. Okay. That's what now you got it. Okay. And remember, I do all the exams. These Q&As are for all the exams, okay? And I have a ton of videos for all the exams, okay? It might have been. It also depends where you're strong, right? Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, right? I don't do CAP, and I don't even want to reach out to them. I have STC lets me do some tests. Achievable lets me do as many as I want. And Notman said I can do some. I'm just back and forth on them. Okay. Because they have their own stuff and I don't want to step on their toes. Okay. I think that works. Not bad. Only an hour and 20 minutes today. Not bad. We went a little over. I do have to get out. So listen, guys, I love doing this. Listen, go check out Brandon Rither over Basic Wisdom. Go check out my Facebook group. It's called FINRA Exam Prep with help from Capital Advantage Tutoring. I'm there. There's like a chat. There's a separate chat conversation for the SIE, the 6, the 7, 65, 66, the 63. So they all, this way you're not bothering everyone and all your posts stay in there and they go back and forth. It's pretty awesome. And it's private so that other people outside the group can't see if you're saying something dumb, which is good. And I try to post some stuff on there. What do you mean tomorrow? I have the next thing Thursday. I don't know if did I say tomorrow? I'm talking too much. So I think we're good. I join the Facebook groups for anytime you want. Do that. Okay. No. Tuesdays and Thursdays. I do every Tuesday and Thursday. I've been doing that since before COVID. So it's almost like you never know. So it made okay. Oh, you're gonna come on Thursday night and tell us how well it went. Right? I promise you, you're gonna nail it. Okay, good. Okay, everyone. Again, favorite night of the week. Favorite Tuesday and Thursday, my favorite nights. I love doing this shit. Okay, I will see you in 2 days. What is that? There's 24, 48, 47 hours, maybe 46 hours. I'll see you in 46 hours. We'll get into the weekend strong. Listen, everyone taking it before Thursday. Boom. Congratulations for passing a rim. You're gonna nail it. Okay. You mean achievable for the SIE? Ciao, baby. Things I'm doing these Erica on videos. I'm trying to pass the SIE. Okay. So I like both. I think you mean achievable. I love achievable for teaching. Okay. I love their STC's been doing it for a while, so they have maybe some questions that mirror the exam kind of thing, but not a lot. If you want to stick with one, go with achievable. They're going to get you through the SIE and the 7. They teach everything. Julie, I'm glad I asked your question. Go tell your proctor that he doesn't know his shit. Guys, everyone, thank you very much. I am out of here. As Greg says, may the force be with you. Go wash your hands.